Hello and welcome to the Tarot with Titania reading of the week for November 4th to the 11th, 2022. This week encompasses the solar eclipse that we're going to have on Tuesday. So just realizing that we're in eclipse season sometimes can help make us understand that what's going on around us isn't necessarily just to do with us. It's to do with a lot of the energies that we're participating in and experiencing. And so just keep breathing. It's all going to be okay. And with that, let's set the intention for today's reading. I invite you to take 3 deep breaths with me. I also invite you to send a true root down from the base of your spine, down deep into Mother Earth, grounding you into the here and now, allowing you to be a bridge between heaven and earth. Knowing that that true root is a conduit through which anything that no longer serves you can easily pass down into Mother Earth and become compost for your new good growth. Creator, this is your daughter Titania, and I'm here with all of your children now and in the future. And my intention is to be a clear channel for the information we most need to receive this week, November 4th to 11th, 2022, for our personal and collective highest and greatest good. My intention is to be a clear channel, to see and affirm and evoke the best, and to express that to you in good ways for all of our good. I invite my higher self and the higher selves of all those listening, as well as an overlighting angel of communication, to be present and facilitate this exchange and ensure that this reading happens in the highest and best way possible, that we connect only to the broadest, wisest, highest sources of light and love, and that we are able to cover everything that is in our personal and collective heart and mind in the space of this reading today for our good for this coming week. I'd also like to thank the 4 archangels for coming to hold the 4 directions around us, creating a sacred container of light, of love, of wisdom, beauty, healing, and transformation. I invite Raphael to hold the east, Michael to hold the south, Gabriel to hold the west, and Uriel to hold the north. Thank you for coming. Anything that doesn't match these frequencies of love, light, clarity, wisdom, healing, and understanding is welcome to go now. And with that, let's begin. Okay, Creator. For the week of November 4th to 11th, what is 2022? What is in our highest and best interest to understand, grasp, be, implement all of that energy for our good so we can rise and shine, hold space, and be what we are here to be. Okay. The winter has found me where I am. It's cold and damp here today. Hope you are warm and snug wherever you are. Recent past or influences from the past that are important and relevant to us right now. Lessons, understandings from the past. And we have the first card of the major arcana, the Fool. So tapping into our wonder, our curiosity, our willingness to see the good, to be inspired, to be delighted, to be moved in good directions, to see things in good ways. This is the energy that from the past that is relevant to our now and our future. It's like being a kid again, looking at the world with those fresh eyes, the beginning of a journey, the beginning of a holiday, and that eager anticipation. We're needing to tap into that quality of eager anticipation, of curiosity, of wonder. Those are qualities that'll serve us really well right now. Looking for the good, looking for the beautiful, looking for what is inspiring, looking for what is that excites us and takes us in new directions, but with fresh eyes, as I said, that fresh idea. It's like the Fool card it's early morning and it's a beautiful, beautiful day, and the Fool is setting out on a journey, and he doesn't know where he's going to wind up, but he's ready to go, and he has his little dog companion, and they're on their journey, and they're enjoying the beauties of the day, full of appreciation for all the loveliness that surrounds them. So these qualities are what we need to be bringing forward this week that will help us this week, tapping into this energy. The present card is the card of planning, 2 of Wands. So we have a shepherd who's climbed to the top of the nearest peak, is looking out over the surrounding landscape in all directions and deciding what's the best way, where does he need to go to take his flock in good directions for the next little while. So this is in our present. It's the card of Wands, which is inspiration, creativity, and passion. It's like making your plan for how are you going to stay inspired? How are you going to stay enlivened? How are you going to stay generative and creative? And taking yourself in good directions for that. That tapping in again to this idea of wonder, creativity, inspiration, passion, that is Wands, but from this place of curiosity and willingness to be delighted. So that's our card in the present. It's this taking a higher view, a broader view, and giving ourselves permission to look out over our lives and decide, where do I want to be going? What do I want to be crafting and creating in my life? And then deliberately doing so, not just randomly taking in whatever and just head down, not really considering where one wants to be, but being very deliberate and intentional about this. And of course, on the level of the generative capacity, that's very, very important and very helpful for us right now. I mean, this is a message that's been circulating around this time, is that we need to be very mindful and careful and intentional about where we're putting our attention and our focus, because we're pulling in the new earth. We're pulling in the new creation of life. And if we're focused on that which is dysfunctional, toxic, that which came before, if we're focused on dystopian realities, then understand that that's what our generative creative capacity as the human collective will bring forward for us and what we will create personally. We have to be very intentional about where we put our attention. And we're being called on to step into mastery around that right now. We really need to be focused on the positive, on the good, on the helpful, on the inspiring. And as I said, you don't have to have it figured out for everybody else. You don't even have to have the global picture figured out. Just ask yourself, where do you want to be giving your attention and your energy? What would be inspiring to you? What would be enlivening to you? What would be rejuvenating for you? Because when you go in the direction of your highest enthusiasm, you start to operate, of course, from that beautiful, clear, wise place. And you automatically add your good from your personal experience to the collective good picture. So, as I said, you don't have to have it figured out for anybody or everybody else. Just focus on what would be enlivening for you. Okay, and here we have the near future. Oh my goodness, this card, we've had it so much over the past 2 years. The Force card, and of course, I call it the pruning card, as you all know. So Ace of Swords, this is our near future, the energy that we're moving into. It's cleaning it up, getting rid of the extraneous stuff. It's like we're really needing to keep it clean. Going forward, we've got to keep cleaning it up. We got to keep cleaning our expression up. We got to keep cleaning our vibration up. We got to keep cleaning our environment up. We got to just keep moving forward, tidying, organizing, removing the excess, getting rid of stuff. All of that is part of this card because we want to create more light and air and life to circulate within ourselves, in our environment, and in the world at large as a result of our participation in it. So this is the energy, again, near future, this sort of what we're moving towards. So this planning, this willingness to be inspired and excited about things is carrying us in a direction where we're going to need to just continually be present to the fact that this is a honing process. We're not done. It's not something that ever finishes. So long as we're in human bodies, we're refining and changing and growing and adapting and adjusting and becoming more than we were. I mean, that's this whole human experience is about being here, bumping into things, falling down, picking ourselves up, and from that fall, distinguishing what we would prefer and moving in that direction, and then having another experience and refining it and clarifying. But it's up to us to be willing to do the journey, take the journey, to be excited and inspired by the journey, and do what it takes to stay nimble and light and quick and clean and honest and authentic. It's all contained in this energy of this card. And the foundation card for this week, why we're having the reading, the Emperor. So, the quintessential patriarch of the deck. But this is a benevolent patriarch. The Emperor looks out from his very stable perspective. Fours, very stable. Looks out into the domain that he has responsibility for. And he recognizes the resources, he recognizes the people, and he does his best from a high place of high vision to bring all those cooperative components together so that everybody thrives, everybody benefits for the collective good. So this is why we're having the reading this week, is this high and lofty vision. What is your high and lofty vision for you? What is your high and lofty vision that is informing your plan, that is informing your direction? What is it that you want in your own experience? If you're the emperor of your own experience, what would you be looking out into and what would you be crafting? We have this tremendous opportunity. Always, every week, we have tremendous opportunity. Every day we have tremendous opportunity. But it's coming back to this idea of self-responsibility. We are the ones creating the world that we live in through our actions, our words, our thoughts, our participation. What are we giving life to through our attention? Because we're nourishing that into greater expression. We have to be very deliberate about this in our world right now. There's a lot that's sent there, that's out there for us to be distracted by. We just need to gather ourselves up and always move in the direction, again, of this enthusiasm, keeping it nimble, keeping it clean, keeping it light, so that we can stay focused on the good that we're generating in our own experience and the experience of those around us. And trusting that that is enough. Our good focus on our beautiful little life is good. It's helpful. It's supportive of the collective consciousness. So this higher vision, what is your high vision? What is the high and lofty vision in your life for you, for the good of everyone? Because if it's good for you, truly, authentically, congruently good for you and that highest enthusiasm space in your life, it will be good for everyone. Because we are all one, ultimately, just in different bodies, having this experience with different perspectives, which can be challenging. Okay, and with that, let's move to the next card, our card to grow on this week. It sort of really can do this week, isn't it? It's being very dynamic and very intentional, and I guess that seems to be quite a message of late, is this intentionality in who we're being and how we're being. Creator, what do we need to know right now? What is our card to grow on? Going forward from this reading today, what is most helpful for us to carry in our hearts and minds and spirits as we move out into the world, being who we are, following our enthusiasms, crafting our higher vision, and being a clearing for more love and light on the planet for our good, the good of those we love, the good of this beautiful planet and all life on her. Okay. So, reevaluation. So what will help us, I guess this is kind of a little bit part and parcel with that pruning card, is we are continually at this point in our lives reevaluating. We're changing a lot. Our perspective is changing. We're learning new things every day, distinguishing new things, and we're adjusting and adapting. And we're realizing this piece doesn't fit my life anymore. And last week it did, and that's okay. And these don't have to be big pieces. They can be. That is still happening for people. But they can be just small pieces even. Realizing you're not that person that you were, and you are never going to pick up basket weaving again. Whatever it might be. And then moving that and the tools out of your space so that whoever is really grooving on basket weaving right now can take advantage of those things and have more joy in life, creating. So this card of reevaluation, it's on all levels of our being. Of course, this is a heart, so it usually means emotions and the water sign. But this is happening on all levels of our being. We are reevaluating, cleaning things up, and it's good. Keeping it clean and light. Again, it's what is here to do. It's how we're here to be right here, right now. We can't be carrying anything that isn't ours. So psychically, energetically, what are we carrying? Can we simplify? Can we put some things down? Realizing that we can't suffer enough to change anything in the past. It's not going to change anything for anybody else. Being in a state of worry or suffering or upset, it simply clogs our own field and brings us down. And of course, we're being asked right now to be masters in this domain, to keep our energy high, to keep our focus lofty, to keep our hearts light, and really go forth into directions that bring us to more life and joy and ease and flow. So our card to grow on this week is the card of reevaluation. So just giving yourself permission to adjust and adapt and change and grow and let go of those things that no longer serve you. Travel forth with a light heart, knowing that you're in alignment with the flow of the collective consciousness. It's where we're all going. It's what we're all doing. So maybe being a little bit kind with others as they go through their own reevaluation process and drop things and pick things up and move in new directions. Kindness and patience serves us all greatly at this time. So, wishing you a nimble week, lots of room to reevaluate and space in your own experience to be kind to yourself and kind to others. I'm grateful you were here. Thank you. Let's wrap up this reading for this week. Nice deep breath. Creator, thank you for this reading. Thank you for the clarity that you continue to offer us, helping us to refine our vision, to refine our plan, to refine our journey, so that we are always moving in the direction of our highest and greatest good, our highest and greatest enthusiasm, so that we can be clearings for that enthusiasm and joy and beauty and wonder on the planet at this time, feeding our own dreams, feeding our own direction in good ways, and knowing that as we do that, we are feeding the collective consciousness with more that is good for everyone. I ask that you help us to continue to journey lightly, to distinguish what no longer serves us and to release it easily and effortlessly, as this is the time of transformation, knowing that we are fully supported in this, and that yes, challenging things are coming up to be seen, evaluated, and transformed, and we are up to it. We chose to be here at this time. We are here to change the world and ourselves. And with that, thank you for being here. Thank you to all those who helped to hold the space today. The reading is at an end, and I wish you a beautiful week. Take care. Bye for now.